was hard when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, it is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, check Mike 47, check Mike 47. I got you, son, I got you, son. Easy.
47's the mic, 47's the mic.
Here we go, we're good.
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watch it. Check.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Color.
47, go. Mike 47.
Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47's the mic, 47.
Fellas, let's go. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check 52.
Second and 5. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught by Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 27 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Check. Fresno.
They begin the drive with Williams. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
56, check 56. Hey, tight. There you go.
On first and 10, Love. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. I got you. I got you. Hey, 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Here we go, D. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again. Love. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check safety. Check safety. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Back to throw. Love. And this one complete to Smith. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Saints 7, Chiefs 0. Williams on for the field goal.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you act.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Check 6 guys. Hey, Ripple is. Twist. 61. Matchbox, light.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, yo, go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mike, go. Hey, check.
Mike's 54.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bring it. Boom. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Switch.
From the gun, Love. And this will be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You got tape. He's crashing.
Operating from the gun, Love. The open man is Smith. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, Love. That he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14, but it's now
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. On third down, Love. Open man is Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Hey, watch that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Running with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I'm coming. Slam. Hey, switch gears.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They start the second half with Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Check back, check back. Check. Alert flare,
On first down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I'm scared. Go. Check 3. No, take it. Full trot. 53's the mic. 53.
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Love buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
54. Delta. 54. Check Mike. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get that quarterback. You got to go right here.
Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Hey, 43. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Coming to you.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And it's third down.
Yeah, Henry. Check, 59. Oh, here we go. Oh, go. Check 50.
From the gun, Love. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
15.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
We got to step it up.
And again, it's Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 31 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Saints 36, Chiefs nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Mahomes to throw. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Second and 6. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Hey, check 24.
Okay. Go. 36. Delta.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Looking to throw. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 99. Check 90. Look for.
Throwing again. Love. That's complete to Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
You ready?
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited.